Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm back home from my doctor appointment where I had to go see my PCP, and I'm preparing for different things that a procedure tomorrow with the colonoscopy and um, and other uh, things that I'll be going to you know getting ready for, well, preparing for my breast reconstructive surgery from when I had cancer and they rebuilt my breasts. And then I had to go through the process of having my breasts repaired uh, because I didn't want to look like a boy. So the reconstructive surgery was to make sure that I didn't look like a boy. I had implants put in, but I want to show you guys this what I have to excuse me, what I have to take today, starting today. And it's these things, these scary little things over here, Ducalax tablets. And I have to have Marilex and mix it with the Gatorade. And I have to have 96 ounces. Is that right? 96. Yes. I have to have 2 quarts of this Marilax mixed with the clear Gatorade Zero. And I have to have the Gatorade Zero because I'm a diabetic. And then I have to have this magnesium citrate to take with it. So that's 3 different laxatives. 3 different laxatives that I'm taking today. I started since I got back from my doctor appointment. I took my first 2 tablets, and I'm gonna have to take 2 more tablets in about 30 minutes, and then after then an hour later, that's when I have to start those 2 quarts, and I have to drink those 2 quarts in 4 hours. So it's not gonna be a fun night. It's not fun already because I'm hungry. I couldn't eat anything today, so uh, I'm out and about smelling all this good food, passing by restaurants, and I couldn't stop, or getting home and I couldn't eat. So ever since midnight last night, I couldn't have anything to eat. So I'm not saying feel sorry for me, but when you having those things going on, guess what? Your mind get to wandering. When you're hungry, what do you do? What do you do when you're hungry? Your mind starts playing tricks on you. I'm in my head, I was thinking, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna get me something to eat. And I'm like, oh, don't forget, you can't eat, because if you eat, you're gonna have to start this process all over again. That means waiting for the doctor appointment, because it may be 3 months away, before they can see you again, or however long it is that they have in their list. Plus, you know, uh, I've gone all this time right now without the food, without eating, and now I'm 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 locked in. I come home and I'm dedicated to uh, eating the chicken broth that I have to have. And matter of fact, I put that on soon as I got home because I never had chicken broth before. I usually cook chicken broth with something that I'm gonna eat, like spaghetti, chicken spaghetti, or some type of meal that I want that chicken seasoning in instead of just boiling it in water. So wait, hold on one second while I go and turn that off. So now I'm at a point where I am so hungry for food. I'm a thick girl, you know. I'm not that thick. I always think that I'm bigger than what I am. And people always telling me, Michelle, I've seen people bigger than you. You're not big, but you know, I'm 5'6", and I'm not going to tell you that weight that they just weighed me in at today. But that's okay, because after I have my surgery, well, after tomorrow's procedure, or starting yesterday, I'm losing weight. And then after tomorrow's procedure, I'm going to be losing even more weight. You know, so by the time it's time for me to have the breast reconstructive surgery, uh, I'm gonna lose even more weight, you know. So, but the thing is, I want to talk with you guys today also. I've been feeling some kind of way watching people's videos today. And as I was watching different people's videos, it made me feel some kind of way. And maybe I should just stop watching people's videos. You know, and it's not everybody's videos. It's just it takes me back to uh, well, on this channel, I'll say first, it takes me back to when I first started, you know, making these videos. And I know that I'm not the greatest, and I'm so happy. And every day that I have new subscribers, every day that I see the subscribers that are coming on my channel watching me, I'm so amazed every day, because I've never had people, you know, this many people that was, well, I take that back. Yeah, well, okay. In the past, a long time ago, growing up or whatever, I never had really a lot of friends. And and oh, I'm sorry about my neighbors. I live in the hood, and I'm really sorry about that. If y'all could hear that, I really apologize. Okay. And I'm gonna show y'all my hood in tonight. Well, I'm gonna show it to you tomorrow, because I'm gonna make a video tonight for tomorrow, because I'm gonna be incapacitated with this colonoscopy, and what I thought about doing is showing you guys my hood, where I live, you know. But you know, save that for the next video. But growing up, you know, I never really had friends, and to see, you know, my subscribers growing, you make me want to cry, because to me, I'm in my head, which is more than just in my head. I know that I'm not the greatest person. I'm not the greatest speaker, you know. And then sometime when I have things that I want to talk about, sometimes I have to write myself some notes to stay on track, or some notes to remember, because I get I get choked. You know, I get to the point to where I forget what I'm going to talk about, you know, and it makes me frustrated. So I do a video, I stop it, then I do another video, then I stop it, then I do another video. And just what I'm telling the people today on my earlier video is trying to encourage new content creators to, you know, get past feeling insecure, or get past feeling those some kind of way about creating videos, and feeling that, you know, you're not gonna be good enough, or you're not going to uh, people are not going to like you. But every time I go to my YouTube studio and I see, my subscribers going up, you make me thrive even more. You make me want to go, even more harder. But, I remember that I'm a new content creator and I'm really new at this, and I want to be good at it, but I know I have to walk before I run. I have to practice what I preach. I tell my, uh, the people in my videos to walk before you run, but I want to run so bad, but I know my limitations. But what um, I feel. Okay, I'll say this. I'll say it this way. When I was growing up, in order for me to be accepted, I had to be a part of a clique. So, okay, it's almost like a gang, huh? Okay, wait a minute. But it's like you had to be a part of a clique in order to be accepted. And I have those things in my family right now. And if you're not part of that clique, you're not accepted. And I started feeling some kind of way today after I did my video, and then after I start watching other people's videos, um, and I didn't feel part of the clique. I kind of didn't feel accepted because I hadn't made it, or because I'm just new. I'm starting out. And okay, and this is where that thick skin comes in at. This is where, I'm going to have to put on my big girl panties. And I'm going to have to let my big girl self know that I am enough. I have to let myself know that if I'm not part of that gang, if I'm not part of that clique, if I don't feel accepted or enough, then okay. The thing is that and I was listening to a young lady today saying how she wanted to give up on her channel, and she was saying how that she feels that you know uh, she's not growing, and she's working hard, and but when we start being given a push or a nudge to do it this way or do it that way or something like that, some of that material don't apply to me. I can't say that. I can't say the same thing that a lot of people say in their videos because it doesn't apply to me. That's not my life. I could lie, but I don't want to. you know and with that young lady uh feeling the way that she felt, that she wanted to give up, and I want to say to you, don't give up. Keep trying. Feel your feelings and work through it, because I don't think we really found our niche. I don't think that I think we're just still searching for our place. And if that place is not being a part of that group, or if that place is not being a part of that niche, well, click, then okay, then I have to stop focusing on, trying to be accepted. and start just focusing on trying to be monetized. You know, um, everybody's journey is not the same. This is this is the first time that I lived in low income housing, and that's what this seems over here. I never lived in the projects. That's not my story. You know, my I can be I have a similar story with some people when they say that they felt like they were the black sheep of the family. I felt like I was the black sheep of the family because a lot of people in my family were successful, but I wasn't as successful. I was headed that way, but I wasn't willing to leave my sons behind who wasn't keeping up. I had to stay back with them and keep pressing forward with myself, but not giving up on them because they turned to drugs, because they turned to alcohol, and that started taking their lives. I kept going, but you don't turn your back on your kids. You know, when you succeed, you want your family to succeed. You want your sons or your daughters to succeed. And when they're knocking on your door, needing your help, and then your life have to stop, not work, but your life have to stop because, you know, you're not finished raising them, when they're in their 20s, when they're in their 30s, you still being a support. You still guiding them. And I would, I have to be strong. And I have to, you know, be there to help them. So one of them is in college and he's going to school to be a psychiatrist. And, my other one, he was trying to get a business started. And, and the other one, you know, he was just good in school. He was good in technology. And, you know, at 17 years old, he got caught up in the system. And I didn't have family that wanted to help me with my sons, help me to show them how to be young men. So my life took a turn and I had to be mother and father to my sons. And I can't raise a man. I can't raise a man. But the system did. The system had to raise my son. Drugs and alcohol had to raise another one. And then the other one got so fed up and disappointed to where, he decided to separate himself from his family because he didn't want to get caught up. He didn't want his life to be stuck. So I don't knock him. I don't blame him for trying to keep peace in his mind so that he could get his education. Because I wish I could have blocked a lot of things out to finish my degrees. You know, I finished one degree and I was working on another one. And I wish that I could have blocked some things out, but I couldn't. And when you're not focused, you can't think. You can't think straight. So, you know, my life had to be on hold. But as my life had to be on hold, I got sick. You know, I lost my business. And there was nobody to catch me. I had to be the one to catch. I had to be the one to catch my sons because they didn't have fathers that would, you know. I have 3 sons, and my first husband is passed away, and my second husband, I'm divorced from him. And if I wasn't going to be in either one of them's lives, they made life hard for me raising my sons. They made it hard. And I had to be mother and I had to be father. And I was resented because I couldn't be all that they needed to have. You know, I was the closest thing for them to get angry at. You know, and I was their punching bag, not physical. When I was the one that they admired so much when they were growing up. They loved me so much when they were growing up. My son was a basketball star. You know, the one who's on drugs and alcohol. He was a basketball star. And he got mad at me because I had to relocate. And that means that he had to lose his position. I had to relocate for a job. And to this, well, now he's said he apologized, but he made life hard. He made life hard. But there was nobody there to catch us. So, guys, I'm going to get off this because I had no intention and for this to go this way. And that's why you see Miss Michelle needs some notes to keep her on track. Michelle needs notes to keep her on track because she'll go into something. Yeah, I have other stories that I can tell that's really deep. But I don't want to do that. You know, I want to go forward in my life. I don't want to go backwards. You know, and I'm going to go backwards one more time. And that's because that, you know, it was given to me to talk about certain things. And I'm going to talk about this thing. And then after I talk about this thing, I'm going forward. So, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Thank you.